Hey everybody, Eric Magidson here. I thought I would go ahead and demonstrate, actually as part of my demonstration of utilizing the tool that I learned, which is embedded quizzes or questions within lecture videos. I thought it would be cool to show you actually how to do it within the tool itself and then show you what the students see. So basically here I've got a lecture video loaded. Let's go ahead and listen real quick. About when we use three-letter acronyms, who we can use three-letter acronyms to talk to, and who we should use the whole term to talk to. So I like to ask questions from previous videos as well as reiterating questions from the current lecture video. So this happens to be a previous lecture video where I let students know that when dealing with end users, they should use the complete term. In the fact that most end users don't know the three-letter acronyms that IT professionals know. So at this point, I'm ready to add the tool. I'll come over here to interactivity. I'm going to add a tool to the timeline of my video, and I'm ready to add the question. Now, if you notice, I can add a true, false, multiple choice, fill in the blank, short answer. I'll let you know I use multiple choice, okay? And true false mostly because those grade easily. I don't have to go through. If I use those, it'll automate grade. If I use short answer and they spell it wrong, it doesn't grade correctly. So for these reiterating things, I'll use multiple choice and true false. So let me go ahead and pause just while I type in the question. So as you can see, I put in the question, which is a statement. I should only use three-letter acronyms, and then I put in a TLA. When communicating with other IT professionals, the answer is true, and then I can provide feedback if correct. I can provide feedback if incorrect. Okay, now in this case, I might want to just simply copy this feedback, okay, and, you know, say something like that, where if they're incorrect, right, I sort of lead them towards the correct answer. Now this is fairly new in that I can now add additional actions, okay? So I can jump to someplace in the video, so if they get it wrong, I can actually jump back to where I explained it so that they have to answer it again, and or send them to a URL that talks about that. Maybe it's a section in another video. Since YouTube now lets me do times in videos, I could send them back to that time in that previous video, which is kind of cool. And then they come back and they're able to interact. So let's say we've added a bunch of questions. We're all done now. What we do is we come up here, we'll click export, okay? Now in this case, I can't put these on YouTube. I have to use their associated screencast service. So I just go ahead and screencast this. The trial version, yeah, protect with watermark, yeah, that's cool. And it'll go ahead and it'll produce the video. So I'll just say trial. I'm currently using a trial of 2021. Which folder I want to put it in. I have a screencast, by the way, it's only $49 a year as an instructor, and I can have a ton of videos out there. So I just say next. And then here, you know, what is it? Report quiz results through what? Through a recipient email. So I would just put in my email for the college. That's where the report's going to come to. Require users to input name and email beforehand. If I want to do anonymous, I can. Okay, like, you know, maybe before I teach something, have a pre-quiz before I teach it. But here I want the answers back, so I can do grading, and I say finish. And you'll notice that it's going to go ahead and produce that video. I'm going to pause while it does that. So instantaneously after the video post-produces, you know, generates and uploads, I get this URL here, okay, that I then, this is the link, or I can embed it into, say, Canvas, so that students watch the lecture, okay? Now, I like to do it outside of Canvas because it gives the full screen, etc. So I just would grab the URL, stick it into Canvas, and say, this is the URL you need to click to watch the lecture. So here's basically what happens. this comes up and I'm going to run it. So if you notice right off the bat, I need to go ahead and register to watch the video. I'm just going to use my information. Okay, cocc.edu, there we go. And submit. All right, students, so let's look at our next term, which is local area. And it starts the video, okay? Now, before we talk about now, if you notice right here is a question, so I'm going to pause and go right to that. And who we should use the whole term to talk to. So when we get to the first question, this is what it does. This is actually what the student's going to see. And I will just click Take the Quiz Now, and it says I should only use 3-letter acronyms when communicating with other IT professionals. I'm going to mark this as true. I'm going to hit Submit. It gives me some feedback here. You are correct. Again, it might take it to a URL, whatever, and then I hit Continue. It gives me my score. I hit Continue. So hopefully you got those right. You remember that when we're talking to end users, when we're talking to business, and the video runs. So that's what a student sees. I hope you all enjoyed this. Take care.